So a lot of you might be wondering how to dominate, how to get yourself away from the competition on Amazon. Amazon is an extremely competitive marketplace. The fact that anyone that knows how to do basic PPC, not saying you might get to the number one spot, but if you find yourself on Helium 10, Cerebro, X-Ray, find yourself an unsaturated niche and put your product a fairly good offering with a little bit of PPC, you might be able to start generating a few sales. And obviously that's great when you're a new seller, but when you start to build your business, obviously the fear of competition builds in. And I'm not afraid to admit that I've sometimes worried about this more than I probably should do. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about dominating your competition, how I personally plan to dominate my competition, and why I don't worry about competition as much anymore. Why I think this is a much more stable business than a lot of people give it credit for. Let's talk about domination on Amazon. Let's talk about domination. So this is for people that are launching products. This is for people that are doing private label, bundles, creating their own listings, creating their own handmade products, whatever you're doing, right? This is for you. So I no longer worry about competition anywhere near as much as I used to, and that's because I quite simply have the goal of being the best. So let me tell you, there's a lot of people that launch products that are average at best. I see some people in my sector, for example, that have got a picture of the packaging, in their background, and it's battered around. They've got their lighting's rubbish, the products are rubbish, they don't know how to take pictures, they don't know how to get lighting, they haven't even bought themselves a light box, they haven't got any good editing skills, they haven't paid for editors, they've got no A+ content, etc., etc. Their keywords are rubbish, Their whole listing is a shambles. They don't know how to find the right keywords. They don't know how to use Cerebro to find the best sellers, the competition, and then find the best selling organic keywords, etc., and put them in their listing, their title, their optimizations, A+ content, highly edited photos, all this stuff, and I didn't do this when I started, a lot of this stuff we still don't do now, but absolutely, mark my words, we are doing it, and most of it we do. And gradually we're getting better and better. Let me tell you what most people do. Most people stick at average, and then when a competitor comes onto the listing, they then get scared and then go and launch in a different category. Let me tell you how I am dominating my categories. Let me tell you why I don't worry about my competition. And let me tell you why I genuinely think in my niche there is only around about 4 or 5 or 6 actual competitors that are actually competing with me. And that may sound like a really big, extravagant sort of load of rubbish, but that's how I think about it, right? There is very few people that care on the level that I care about, that are willing to put in the work that I put in. Sometimes I work 12, 13-hour days, and that's not me bragging about, toxic work life, whatever. It's just who I am. It's what I do. I obsess over it, and it's what makes me me. I will continue. I will launch a product, and I will test that product, and if that gets good sales, then I will launch another one. If that gets good sales, I will launch another one. And each time we're getting better and better and better. I've just completely rebranded my brand. Our pictures are better. We've got more lighting. I've now just started using a professional photography suite, so our pictures are getting better and better. I've trained myself for a long time now on PPC. I'm very good. I'm a very good standard of PPC knowledge and advertising PPC knowledge now. One up from the competition, hugely, I would say, from most of my competitors. What's required in my niches to succeed, I feel like I've mastered it. 80%, 85%, when a lot of my competitors are still figuring that out, or they just move on. If I get knocked off the top spot, which I did do around a few months ago on one of my top sellers, I've now just launched...
Hey guys, just a really quick note here just to say that Awesome is sponsoring this podcast. It's not even a podcast, it's a YouTube channel. They're sponsoring this YouTube channel, and below there's 2 links. One of them gives you 2 months free accounting, and I've been using them for ages and ages and ages. Awesome service, pardon the pun. Or the other link down there is just £12, and they will set up a limited company for you and a business bank account. So yeah, I've been using Awesome for a long time, and I would recommend them. Anyway, let's get back to the video.
A better version of the product, okay, that they copied me on. No hard feelings, it's business, we all get ideas from each other. I would say they probably copied rather than got inspired by my product, but they made a better version of it, and that's fair enough. I have got no bad feelings. Obviously, I was frustrated to start with, but look what I'm doing now. I've just launched a better priced product. Okay, so we're still making good profit on that, by the way. I don't advise anyone makes £1 per, launch when you're creating your own listings. I've launched a more competitively priced product and I've made it better, more eye-catching, better value and better price. So, and also on top of that, my advertising knowledge from back a year and a half ago when I launched my first product that they knocked off the top spot is second to none now. And let me tell you, I will get that top spot back. And even if it isn't this product, I will launch another one and another one. If you are watching this and you are my competition, just know that I will never stop. I will literally never stop, and there's not many people that will do that. I see a few brands that are really hitting it hard, and maybe they've got that mindset, but I don't think so. I don't actually think that there's hardly anyone that if you have the mindset where you will keep going at it. This is why I don't think I've got much competition. I will keep trying and keep getting better and better and better, focusing on them small details, keep relaunching better and better and better versions until my competition gives up. So, I feel a little bit sorry. It may sound arrogant, it's not, it's just facts. I feel a little bit sorry for my competition because I won't give up. I'm a little bit persistent. I'm like a little moth that won't let you go, I won't stop. I won't stop biting, like moths. I won't stop biting and biting and biting like mosquitoes, until you just clear off, until you get rid of it. Like, I just won't give up. And that's the mentality that I have. That's why I don't worry about competition that much. I will keep getting better and better and better until my competition give up and move on to another category. If you look at if I was to show you some of my, the categories that I'm in. Some of my products are in the top 15. I've got 4 or 5 listings in that same keyword, in that same niche. And you can actually see where I've got better and better and better and better in my offerings as the time goes on. And that's what you should be doing as a business, as an Amazon seller, as an e-commerce seller. You should be getting better. And if you're not getting better, you're dying. If you're not getting better, if you're not increasing your skills, you're dying, in terms of competition, because your competition is getting better. You got to adapt or die. It's a competitive marketplace. This isn't something that you can just launch and forget about it. It keeps me up worrying all night. It's like the dark side of Amazon, essentially. I worry about it so much that I obsess over it, so I then launch better products. So I'm not I'm not frustrated the fact that I worry about the competition so much, but now I've got to the stage where I just won't give up. And when you have that mindset where you're willing to just keep going no matter what no matter what comes your way, and just fight off your competition, they will give up. Everyone gives up. Why would you? Because there's so many keywords you could rank for. There's so many categories that you rank for on Amazon. Think about it. If they've got someone like me that will not stop going and going and going and going, and them keywords, that category, that niche, and until I dominate that niche, every time they launch a new product, I launch a better one. I'm increasing my advertising knowledge, I'm increasing my picture quality, I'm increasing my offering. They're going to give up. They're going to be like, guys, this isn't, it doesn't fit in with their model, they've got this model, so they've probably got someone creating products for them, launching products for them, blah, 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 across multiple keywords. If they see that they just can't compete and I'm knocking off the top spot, they will give up. That's my mindset, Not many people have got that mindset, and if you can adopt that mindset, you will win. Hopefully you won't do it to my categories, but if you do, then that's fair competition, and we will see who wins. And I genuinely don't worry about it, because I don't think there's many people that are better than me. I don't think there's many people that are better than me in terms of my mindset. I think that I've got the right balance between business strategies, the strategic mastery, and my creative side. My products are not the best products in the world, but mixed with my knowledge with business, mixed with my PPC knowledge, mixed with my business growth knowledge and my margin mixing, and not only that, my mindset, my persistent, never giving up mindset. You don't have to be the best. Most top entrepreneurs and business people aren't the best business people in the world, right? The ones that you know them for. But they're the best all-round skill people. They've got all these different skills that accumulate the end product, Apple isn't one of the best companies in the world just because of its product, because arguably there's a lot better products out there. It's their marketing, it's their sales team, it's their growth strategies behind it, it's their advertising, everything that goes into that. you know. So I feel like you have to have the right concoction of motivation, knowledge in multiple areas, PPC, photography, you know, creativity, business growth, staff management. So all these sort of things that come into it if you want to build into a real business, and most people don't have that. So whatever category you're in, whatever niche you're in, as long as it's not my one, I'm kidding, go for it. You know, just dominate that niche and say to yourself you're not going to give up, and you know, it makes it a lot easier. It makes it a lot easier. Not easy, but more straightforward, and you can sleep at night a bit more. So I hope that video's helped. That's how I'm dominating my competition and plan to for the time to come. Let others get bored and just focus on dominating. I'll see you in the next video.